Fabledom is a laid-back city builder in a fantasy settings. It has been developed by Grenaa Games and published by 𝙎𝙧𝙢𝙧 and 𝙎𝙪𝙢𝙢 Games. Available on all platforms, free on PC Game Pass, and released on Steam on May 2024. And I really wanted to play it because on the French YouTube, there's a lot of YouTubers playing right now. It's with a commercial collaboration. So I guess they are paid to play the game. And it looks cute and really laid back, relaxing. So I thought, hey, why not? I love management. I love Steam games, city builders. Also, it has some great marks. I saw like Steam has a 9 out of 10 marks, which is fantastic. So I thought, you know what? I'm gonna get it. It's half the price of a big game, so why not? So now I'm gonna go into what I didn't like, right? So it's very laid back because it's very easy in normal mode. It's not possible to lose, and that's one of the issues. The only roadblocks to your expansion will be the placement. You only imagine Anno 1800, but with a lot of water into it, like very watered down. So you only have three types of people who live in your town, and the third type is not even a type that you can manage. So it's really just peasants and commoners. So one of the first roadblocks you will have would be you never have enough people at the beginning to run your industry. It's a minor annoyance more than a real roadblocks to your expansion. And second, the lack of workers in the early game is annoying because you have a hard time to get food and coal, which consume a lot of wood, and that can be a bit hard in the winter. Hard, but once you pass the first maybe 2 or 3 winter hurdle of food and coal, then there's no more challenge. It's finished, right? Just I bought this game maybe after last week's show, so something like Wednesday or Thursday. I played 3 days, and I was already going. Or I did the whole game. Everything as a game had to offer, I already finished it. It's very short. You have what you have in it, like you have a mini game, for instance, of getting an army to destroy enemies. The enemy only appear when you place a specific mine that appears in a mid game, and the trolls which come out from these camps will never attack you. They will stay happily on the corner of the map. The only influence they're gonna have is -5 happiness per troll camp. And my happiness has never been under 85 the whole game, even with troll camps. Honestly useless. The only thing you need to have to destroy any kind of threat, including the arenas, you have an arena where you can spawn 7 waves of opponents. You just need to put a little square of wall, put a little tower. It doesn't matter if it's wood or stone, that's purely aesthetic. Put a few ballistas, put a few cannons, put a few mortars. That's the only 3 things that you can put on top of walls. And as long as you have enough prismatic liquid, which is used as bullet, then there's absolutely nothing which can threaten you. In the kind of things which can annoy you from time to time, you have either a dragon or witches, and that's the only 2 things which can annoy you, so that's very little. They come, and same as a troll, they give you a debuff. Like the witches make you eat more, I think. And the dragon, can't even, I think it's eat affective happiness. Again, it's a debuff, but oh my god, there's a dragon over our head. Who cares? And there's 2 ways to get rid of them, which is giving them money, a very little money. So dragon come, straight away you have a mission. What do we do about the dragon? Do we shoot it with ballistas or do we give him money? 500 coins, I have 20,000. Here's your due. Shoo, go away. Absolutely useless in normal difficulty. Maybe it's more interesting in hard difficulty, but I already lost my interest for this. You have a bit of a very basic international diplomacy, because when you start the game, you select a nation, and the difference between the nations are either do you want a big or small or medium ocean, do you want more prairies, or do you want more hills, or so it honestly doesn't affect much, whatever you choose. Better to use a big map because you can extend on wider territory. I guess that's it. Maybe on a map with a small, that would be more difficult to expand, of course, because your commoners and your peasants cannot live together because commoners can't bear the stink of the peasants. That's exactly how it is. So you have a little marker which shows you where can you put your peasants, where can you put your commoners, and where can you put your industry. Because, of course, like I know people don't like to live next to industry, like in any like SimCity or any game, right? You don't want to live next to a coal factory, which is logic. But that's really no, not a problem. Absolutely not. So this international diplomacy give you three things. First of all, you need to build an embassy which arrives quite late, medium, late game, and this will give you two things, which is trading and trading and missions. Missions are just used to get more resources, and trading is basically just because to marry one of the characters, right? One of the leader of the other kingdoms, you need 500 bread, 500 blah blah blah, which is always a bit hard to get because winter comes and deplete your resources. So trading is just a way to go faster with these goals. So again, this diplomacy, romance stuff, not interesting. The romance does bring one thing which is nice. It brings unique buildings. One of the lady give you a unique harvest building, which you can use to increase the percentage of like gathering resource in your fields or things like this. So that's good. But with this, there's lots of cons, not a lot of pros. There's no replayability. I'm very sorry for the guys who did this game. It's really, I don't want to say lazy, for respect for the developers, but it's extremely generic. It's extremely generic. I don't see why this mark is so high. For me, it's at best a 6 out of 10 on Fabledom, especially when you compare with similar games like I played Airborne Kingdom a few months ago, which is the same city builder, very laid back, no stress, and has infinitely much better ideas. Actual challenge without being too challenging, right? No. Unfortunately, for me, Fabledom is a no. I would say if you have a PC Game Pass, go on Airborne Kingdom, which is completely unknown and much better. You will have much more fun on this. And that's it for me. So very sorry, Fabledom, but that's a miss for me.